And because we are doing a session today, I wanted to give you a visual reminder of the poses that we'll be pulling into today. In the upper left, we have Sesh pose variation 1. And then with the toes tucked, we have Sesh pose variation 2. We'll also be working into Sesh pose variation 3 today when the tops of the feet are flat to the earth, and the traditional Kemetic seat that we use for our pose of immortality, our goddess pose, and the pose of Anpu. All of that we'll spend a little more time in today. So the reason why I wanted to focus on Sesh poses is because we cram our feet into shoes all of the time, and it's generally doing more harm than good. So we'll loosen up the toes today, we'll loosen up the arches, the Achilles, the shins, but then philosophically, I wanted to focus on the Sesh today because it's the position that the scribes used to sit in. Sesh means scribe. Positions that the scribes used to sit in to acquire and also to produce knowledge. So in the upper left here, we see the production of knowledge. So it's not just about the act of scribing or inscribing or creating hieroglyphs, but also the opportunity for a download. So your pituitary gland is located in the middle of your big toe. And there are lots of other reflexology points. There are lots of other meridian activity that's happening in your toes and the bottoms of your feet and the tops of your feet. But in particular, that pituitary gland connects to our third eye. So I'm hoping today that you might have your own downloads, your own sense of awakenings, your own sense of sharpened intuition as we practice and work into our feet. So come down to lying on your back, knees pointing up towards the sky, feet flat on the earth. So I want us to start grounded into our feet flat on the earth, knees pointing up to the sky. If this is a little uncomfortable on your back, you can always walk your feet out as wide as the mat and let your knees fall in together. That feels good to you? Now bring your pyramid to your lower abdomen so that it's sitting right about your belly button. If your triceps, if the back of your arms aren't firmly rooted on the earth, then just loosen your pyramid a little bit so that they are. So here we are here. Pyramid on your abdomen, sending your energy there. When you're ready, exhale all the stale air out of your mouth with me. Just sit up so you can hear me better. Inhale through your nose, expand your belly into your hands. 1, 2, pause and hold your breath. 3, exhale, pull your belly button into your spine. As you exhale out through the mouth, and 4, pause at the bottom of the breath. Again, 1, inhale, expand the belly into your hands. 2, pause at the top of the breath. 3, exhale, pull your belly button back to your spine. Pause at the bottom of the breath. Now keep breathing. Rule of 4 breathing at your own pace. I'll give you more cues. Oftentimes when we breathe, we start our breath in our chest, which is fine for our day-to-day mobilization. But in Kemetic Yoga, we want the breath, the life force, the energy to start from our lower abdomen. So concentrate on your lower abdomen. Feel it rise as you inhale. Then bring the air up through your lungs to your collarbone. Then imagine it spinning in a circle in the center of your forehead and your third eye. And then as you exhale, bring that energy back down your arms, back into your pyramid, also down your legs and into your feet. Inhale through the nose, pause, exhale out through the mouth. Pause. Don't be afraid to open your mouth wide. Think of yourself as getting rid of any stale energy, any negative emotions, anything you no longer need. Exhale. And pause. If you feel comfortable in your space, you can close your eyes. Again, as you inhale, bring the energy up. Spin the energy around your third eye. Exhale, bring the energy back down. Pause. There's no need to count these breaths. Maybe it's an inhale, pause, exhale, pause for you if you're new to the breathing. If you've got longer lung capacity, it might be more like an inhale. Pause, and then exhale. Pause. Take the pace that works for you. This is Sahu pose. Sahu means money. Sahu represents a transition between where you are to where you're going. This should be your most unbothered state. Breathe. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. And let me breathe in silence for the next 30 seconds. When you're ready, transition from exhaling out through the mouth to inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Triakachari Mudra. Tip of the tongue goes to the back of the teeth. Maybe you hear an ocean-like sound between your ears. We're sealing our energy with the tongue up, uniting our masculine and our feminine side. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. Start to deepen your breath. Rock your head from side to side on the mat. On your next inhale, raise your pyramid about 6 inches off your chest. And then exhale, release your pyramid and bring your palms down to your sides, flat to the mat. Keep breathing. The next time you inhale, bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. You can rock from side to side here. You can take little circles, or big circles in one direction or the other. Just give your low back some love. And then come to stillness and spread your knees wider than your torso. So let both knees fall out to the right and the left. Bring your arms inside your legs, right? So your elbows are inside your legs, and then reach for your feet. If you can reach your feet, press the soles of your feet up to the sky. So first the feet were grounded, now they're ungrounded in happy baby. If you can't reach the knife edge side of your feet with your hands, then just grab your ankles. You can grab your shins. You can also hug behind your thighs. But the idea is to flex the feet and get the feet pointed towards the sky. If you can, wrap your hands around the knife edge side of your foot. Just walk your fingers into your arch a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of massage here. Squeeze your toes. You can also rock from side to side on your low back if that feels good. If you have the flexibility, you can extend one leg straight, extend the other leg straight. Just give your body some love here. If you're rocking from side to side, come to stillness. If you're holding your feet, release them and extend your feet up towards the sky. Now your feet don't have to be, your legs don't have to be completely straight. They can be bent as much as is comfortable for you. Straighten them as much as you would like. Now I'd like for you to pie your arms. I call this flipping a switch. Ka means spirit in Kemetic Yoga. It's when we bend our arms at a 90-degree angle. So when your arms are bent like a cactus or a goalpost above your head, you might be feeling a passive stretch across your pectorals. You might feel it in your upper back and shoulders. You might also feel your abs turn on with your legs up. And as you breathe, I want you to point and flex your feet. So we're waking up the arches, the balls of the feet, the ankles, the Achilles, the shins as you point and flex your feet. Keep breathing. Remember, the tip of the tongue is to the back of the teeth. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. And then rotate your ankles in one direction. Both ankles going in the same direction. Pause, then rotate your ankles in the other direction. And then come to stillness. Now, if you'd like a bonus round, you'll keep your arms in Ka, and you'll slowly lower your heels to the earth. If not, you can bend your knees and help the legs down to the earth. For an extra bonus, when it gets hard and your abs turn on, just hold it, shake, and then Bring your feet flat to the earth. Excuse me, not your feet flat to the earth, your legs flat to the earth. Inhale your arms up to the sky. So your arms are reaching up to the sky. Your vision is pointing up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, slowly pull yourself up. You can also rock to the side to pull yourself up. Come up to seated with your legs stretched out in front of you. We'll go into some pyramid forward folds here. So when you're ready, inhale your arms up to shoulder height and bend your knees into a pyramid. Now, if you don't need to bend your knees to touch your toes, I want you to bend your knees anyway, right? Everybody bend your knees to form a pyramid here, more than you think you should. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to hinge forward and reach over your toes. Again, let your fingers massage your feet here. Some of you might even be able to interlace your fingers between your toes. Just give the feet some love. Look down. Release your mat. Breathe. Inhale. Pause and exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale. Bring your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale. Hands come down to your knees come down to the earth. Inhale, pick up your left foot and squeeze it into your chest. Left leg squeezes into your chest. Exhale, bring the left foot down to the mat. Inhale, flex the right foot. Reach your right arm as far as it goes. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, bend the right arm at the elbow and wrap it around your left knee. Inhale, bring your left arm straight back behind you. And then exhale, press the hand into the earth. Inhale to sit up tall. Make sure that right foot is still flexed. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right foot, just your head. Inhale your head to the center of your body. Exhale, turn your head to look behind you. When you're ready, inhale, your head, your vision, your arms, your torso forward. Exhale, hands come to your knees, left ankle meets the right. Again, inhale, arms up shoulder height, bend your knees into a pyramid. Exhale, hinge forward, hands come over your toes. Look down, massage, maybe like a little micro rock. From side to side here. Breathe. And then when you're ready, inhale, rise, arms come up to shoulder height. Exhale, hands down, knees down. Inhale, pick up the right foot this time. Squeeze the right leg into the chest. Exhale, right foot flat to the earth. Flex the left foot. Inhale, reach the left arm as far as it will go. Exhale, bend the left arm at the elbow, wrap it around the right knee. Inhale, right arm comes straight back behind you. Exhale, right arm flat to the earth. Inhale, sit up tall and twist. Exhale, turn your head to look over the left foot. Is it flexed? Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look behind you. When you're ready, head, vision, arms, torso forward. Exhale, hands to your knees, right ankle meets the left. We're transitioning now into a diamond shape. So when you're ready, bring the soles of your feet together. Several options here. You can have your hands just behind your hips, lean back on your hands, pick up your feet, and start to rub your feet to activate those meridians and reflexology points in your feet. You can also hold at your ankles if you want. If you like, you can also rub your palms together and activate the meridians in your hands here. Feel that heat circulating. You don't have to be as high as I am. You can also be lower to the earth. The idea is to just feel that heat. If you can't rock back, then you can use a hand on the soles of your feet. Just get some of that energy moving in the soles of your feet. And then slowly come to stillness. Keep the soles of your feet touching. Keep the energy dancing between the soles of your feet. Secure your hands on your ankles. Bring your elbows down, your shoulders down, sit up tall. Inhale, look up and raise your chin up. If it's okay on your neck, exhale, release your head all the way back. If that's not good for your neck, then just stay where you are with your chin up and your vision up. If you release your head all the way back, slowly on an inhale, return your head to center. Slowly and mindfully, and then exhale, chin moves towards your chest to open up the back of the neck, the tops of the shoulders, tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause on your next inhale. Again, slowly and mindfully rise, bring the head back to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, bring your head back to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, return your head to center. Exhale, center. And transition now from our diamond shape. It's not a traditional Kemetic pose, so Sesh pose variation 0 to Sesh pose variation 1, which is an easy pose. So some of you might like to cross at your ankles. Some of you might like to have the knife edge side of your foot in your shin crease. Others of you might be open enough for a lotus situation, but just figure out what works best for you. If you find that your knees are high, if you have a blanket, a towel, or a pillow, you can sit up on the edge and it'll tilt you forward. It should release your back. It might make you feel more comfortable. So from here, let's get into the neck a little bit more. Take the left ear over to the left shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Breathe. Notice the difference between the two sides without judgment. Inhale, return your head to center. Exhale, center. Inhale, raise your arms up, shoulder height. Exhale, rotate your torso over to the left. Right hand comes under your left knee, left hand comes on top. Inhale to sit up tall and drop the shoulders. Exhale, hinge forward over the left knee. Now keep the right glute rooted to the earth. So if you don't go down as far, you just don't go down as far. That's fine. If you like, on an exhale, you can hug the leg closer to the body if that feels good. Look down at the earth so that you can relax your neck. Breathe. And then when you're ready, slowly inhale as you transition through center, making our way to the other side. And then on an exhale, right hand under the right knee, left hand on top. Inhale, shoulders down, sit up tall. Exhale, fold. If you want to take the hug on this side, you can. When you're ready, slowly inhale and rise back to center. Exhale, right hand under the right knee, left hand under the left knee. Inhale, hands under the knees for leverage, shoulders down. Exhale, hinge forward. When you get to that natural breaking point, release your knees and stretch your hands forward. Press all 5 fingers into the earth. Again, release your neck, look down. Notice where you feel this. Do you feel anything in your hips, in your low back? Maybe you don't feel anything at all. Maybe in your upper back and shoulders. Wherever you feel any stagnant energy, breathe. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. When you're ready, inhale. Reach your arms up to the sky. Touch the thumb to the index finger. Let the shoulders creep up to your ear. Reach through those ring fingers. Reach, reach, reach. Open up the sides of the body. And then exhale. Bring the back of your hands with the mudra down to your knees. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. Release the mudra. Look down at the cross of your legs. Notice which leg is in front or on top and switch so that the opposite leg is in front or on top. And we'll try this on the other side. Again, no judgment, just notice how the different sides of your body feel. Left ear comes to your left shoulder. Extend your left arm out and then raise it up and just rest it gently on your right ear. So this is not a pull situation, it's just a little bit of pressure. So that you can feel the stretch, breathe. you're ready, on an exhale, release. Bring the head to center. Inhale. Exhale, right ear goes to the right shoulder. Inhale, reach that right arm out. Reach over towards the left ear. Light pressure, not a pull. Breathe. Ready. Release the hand back to the earth. Return your head to center. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, rotate your torso over to the left. Right hand under the left knee, left hand on top. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, hinge. You can take the hug on this side if you'd like to. I don't know about you all, but this side is screaming for me. It is so different than the other side. So I'm breathing into my right hip, my right low back. Again, keep that right glute rooted to the earth. If it wants to pop up, then just come out of the fold. When you're ready, inhale, rise, rotate through center, over to the right side. Exhale, right hand under the right knee, left hand on top. Inhale, drop your shoulders. Exhale, fold. Again, take the hug on this side, should you want it. And when you're ready, inhale, rise, slowly and mindfully. Arms come to center. Exhale, right hand under your right knee, left hand under your left knee. Inhale, use your hands on your knees as leverage. Exhale, hinge forward. First point, you start to feel it, release your hands. Walk them forward. Look down, release your neck. Maybe you're looking down at your feet and your ankles here. Keep breathing, breathe. And then when you're ready, inhale, rise, bring the arms up towards the sky, thumb touches the index finger, Jnana Mudra. Reach through your ring fingers, shoulders can creep up to your ears this time, open the sides of your body. Exhale, bring back of the hands down to the knees, pause. Again, inhale, pause, and exhale. Pause, release your mudra. Coming to tabletop briefly, you can roll over your knees or you can swing them out to the sides. We're in tabletop just briefly because we're transitioning now to Sesh pose variation 2. This is when we get into our toes. So some of you, you'll be able to sit back on your toes and you'll feel something right away. For me, I have to come up on the balls of my feet first in like a squat, and then lower my knees towards the earth. That's when I feel my Achilles turn on. Some of you will need your hands on the earth for support for the toe stretch. Others of you will be able to bring your hands to your knees. Some of you might need to stand on your knees. That's fine. You're still getting the toe stretch. You're still getting the activation of the reflexology points in the feet. There's nothing else to do here. We're just breathing into our feet. Take your inhale. Pause and exhale. You can't do this pose unless you're breathing. It gets super intense. One more round. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. Inhale. Arms come up to shoulder height. Exhale. Hands come to the earth. Come off of your toes. Slowly and mindfully. Wiggle. Tap them out. If you're like me, you're hearing some cracking and popping. I feel like it's a good sign. Getting some energy moving in my toes. Top to the feet. Flat to the earth. Sesh pose variation 3. Walk your hands back first to your knees. Then walk them back towards your heels. Again, some of you may need to stand on your knees. It's okay. You're still getting the activation of the meridians on the top of the feet. And we're still opening up the ankles. Hands on your knees if that's comfortable. Again, nothing else to do here. Just breathe. Remember your Kachari Mudra, tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. Inhale those arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, come forward to tabletop, release. This time, maybe you would like a runner's calf stretch. You can reach one leg back and rock back and forth on your toes. You can also still tap them out and wiggle, whatever feels good. Come back to tabletop. Tuck those toes. We're going back in. Sesh pose variation 2. Find the variation of variation 2 that works for you. Back into those toes. Breathe. This time, let's channel some of our energy. Let's form our pyramid. Delta or Rock Nation sign, all the fingers touching, and bring it through your third eye. Extend your elbows out to the side. So you've got strong arms here, kind of like our Ka arms. Maybe you can feel some energy moving in your shoulders, and your triceps, and your biceps. Breathe. Then when you're ready, exhale. Bring your pyramid with your third eye to the mat as you lift up your feet and relax. Now, this is uncomfortable to have your knees together. You can always spread your knees apart and keep your pyramid pose of a child or Masu Heru. If you need to have your hips up in the air, that's also okay. Just make sure that pyramid is on the earth and the center of your forehead is in the middle of it. On an inhale, keep your pyramid rooted to the earth, but lift up your forehead and lift up your torso. Then you can release your pyramid as you exhale and bring your weight to your heels, back to Sesh pose variation 3 or the ankle stretch. Bonus rounds for you. So maybe you're standing on your knees. Maybe you can walk your hands behind you and lift up your knees a little bit. Maybe you're where we started before with your hands on your thighs. Maybe you want a little bit extra and you can lean back on the tops of your ankles with your hands on your thighs. This is a lot. Don't try this at home if you've never done it before. Breathe. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause. When you're ready, if you lean back, come back to sitting on your heels. If you're standing on your knees, come back to sitting on your heels briefly, because we're going to stretch our left leg forward in preparation for Kepra. So when we stretch the left leg forward, we're sitting on that left glute. So go ahead and lean out to the side. So the top of the right foot is still pressing into the mat. We've got a little bit of stretch going on here in the quads of the right leg. If this is too much for you, you can always release and put the sole of the right foot inside the left leg. Turn again so you can see me. Flex the right foot, flex the left foot. When you're ready, inhale those arms up to the sky, and then exhale, hinge, and your hands hit wherever they hit, right? So mine are just really right below my knee. Maybe you can get to your toes, maybe you can't, it doesn't really matter. If you're feeling it, then you're doing it. Breathe. The idea is to feel the activation in our shins. Maybe you also feel it in your hamstrings. Maybe you feel it in your Achilles, the arch of this left foot. Maybe you also feel some opening on the top of the right foot. You might feel some opening in your quads. You might feel opening in your knee. Breathe. And when you're ready, walk your hands back slowly so that your torso rises. Some of you might have the flexibility to lean backwards. So maybe you just come down to your elbows. Some of you might be able to come all the way down, flat on your back. That's not my ministry today. Others, you might just be sitting up. You're not forward folding, you're just sitting up. Maybe you point your fingers towards your heels. You can pull your shoulder blades back together and lift your chest. Again, if you're feeling it, you're doing it. Breathe. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. Pause. If you came down to your elbows or all the way back to your back, ideally you want to come up the way you came in, but if that is not working for you, then you just lean over to your left side and push yourself up. For those of you that are still seated, it's okay just to release that leg. The right ankle meets the left. And here, rotate your ankles, flex and point, wiggle your toes, whatever you're feeling. It's blood back. Okay, gotta do the other side. This time, bend the left leg back. That's what you're going for. Or again, The left leg can always be inside. The knee can be pointing out, and the sole of the left foot can be inside the right leg. If your knee is bent and you're on the top of the left foot, try to keep the knees as close together as possible. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, reach through those ring fingers. Flex the right foot. And when you exhale, hinge and let the hands fall wherever they fall. Again, notice where you feel any activation in your feet, in your ankles, in your shins, quads or hamstrings. Breathe. Tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. On an inhale, straighten from your forward fold. Again, some of you will just sit up here. Others of you will be able to walk your hands back and come down to your elbows. Some of you will be able to come all the way down to the mat, half kapra. Kapra was the scarab beetle that pushed its dung uphill. They said when the sun was rising, that was kapra. When the sun was at its height in midday, that was the sun god, Re. And when the sun was setting in the evening, that was the old god Atum. Breathe. If you folded back on an inhale, slowly make your way back up to seated. And then everyone on an exhale, release that left leg. And then give your toes and your feet whatever they want, wiggles and twists. Now notice that was just a half cup on each side. We gotta go into the full thing, but I'm gonna give you a break first. Okay, so after your feet are feeling a little more normal, or actually it's probably not normal, right? Because we usually don't do this much work with our feet. After your feet are feeling a little bit more activated, join me in tabletop. Let's take a few cat-cows here. Your tops of your feet can be on the earth or they can be tucked, whatever your feet are asking for here. Release your belly towards the earth. Bring your shoulders back, your hips up, your vision up, your head up. Exhale, slowly reverse the motion, one vertebrae at a time. Press into the mat, broad across your shoulder blades. Arch your back like an angry cat. Release your head, belly button to spine. At your own pace, just inhale, release the belly. Exhale, arch the back. You can take this at whatever pace works for you. Just match your inhales and your exhales. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Sesh pose variation 2, tuck your toes and tabletop. Now for some of you, this just might be where you stay. You just keep your toes tucked in tabletop, super passive stretch here. If you want something more active, lift your knees off the mat about 2 inches. Feel your abs turn on, feel those shoulders work. It's a bit of a burn here, right? 2 inches, toes are tucked in Sesh pose variation 2. Knees are off the mat. Press firmly into all 4 corners of your hand. Press into all 5 fingers. And then when you're ready, inhale, straighten your legs, hips come up to the sky for a pyramid pose. If this pyramid pose feels tight on your low back, walk your feet out closer to the edges of the mat. Pedal your feet here. Pick up your left foot, release your right heel towards the mat. Switch. Bring your left heel towards the mat, pick up your right foot. I always like to rotate my ankles and wiggle my toes as I pedal here. It's another excellent way to stretch the feet and the back of the legs. Keep your ears between your biceps. The neck is long. Bend your knees, don't bring them all the way to the mat. Just bring your knees, bend your knees slightly so your chest can come to your thighs and your hips can point up to the sky. Then slowly lower your heels down to the mat. It doesn't matter if they touch or not. But this slow activation maybe is opening up your Achilles and opening up your shins. Inhale up on the balls of your feet. Slowly and mindfully, slower than you think you should. This time, lower your knees all the way to the mat. Inhale, pick up your feet. Exhale, bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Right hand comes in front of your right knee. Left hand comes in front of your left knee. Cheetah pose. Pull the earth towards you. Pull your chest through. Breathe. And then on an inhale, walk your hands out back to tabletop. Now you can do what we just did again, if you like that. If you want the bonus round in Sesh pose variation 3, this time, tops of the feet are flat to the mat. Knees come up 2 inches to stretch the tops of the feet this time. Breathe. Now again, you can be doing this in Sesh 3, or you can be doing this in Sesh 2. Turning on your core, turning on your shoulders. Take the pressure out of your wrists by pressing firmly into your palms. Now you can always come down and tuck your toes and come to pyramid. If you want the bonus round, try to straighten your legs with the tops of your feet flat to the mat. And then when you can't take it anymore, then flip your toes, come back to pyramid. Pedal your feet again. In our second pyramid, pick up one foot, extend the opposite heel. Again, press firmly into all of your hands. Bend those knees, bring your chest to your thighs, hips come up to the sky. Then slowly lower your heels, straighten your knees as much as you can. Feel that activation, look down at your feet. Send them some gratitude for being 2/3 away through the thumbs. Inhale up on the balls of your feet. Slowly and mindfully lower those knees down to the earth on an exhale. Again, slower than you think you should. And then inhale the feet up. Exhale the tops of the feet down. Right hand in front of the right knee, left hand in front of the left knee. Weight to your heels. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Harurimapet. Sphinx pose. Again, pull the earth toward you. Pull your chest through your hands. Look forward, spread your fingers wide, and breathe. Walk your hands forward, come back to tabletop. We're ready for full Kepra now. So those of you who are going to full Kepra, you'll open your knees just wide enough to get your bottom to the earth. Okay? So the tops of each foot is flat to the earth. And then you'll start by coming back to your elbows. And then some of you will be able to lie all the way down. Others of you might just stay right here on your elbows. Others of you that aren't interested in coming down, bring your knees together, sit on your heels, spread those knees wide. Hands back behind you, fingertips pointing away. Inhale, lift your hips up to the sky for a baby camel. Either way, everyone is getting a stretch in the front of your legs. Also getting an opening in the tops of your feet. Breathe in whatever position you're in. If you're in camel, you can lower your bottom to your heels. Bring your hands to your knees. You can swing your bottom off to the side of it if you need to rest. If you're in full Kepra, slowly bring yourself up, slowly and mindfully. You don't want to do too much twisting from the full Kepra or even from the half Kepra for that matter. All right, when everyone's up, come back to the tabletop. Sesh pose variation 2, tuck those toes, we're not done. When you're ready, inhale your hips up to the sky, return to pyramid. Pedal your feet just a couple times. And then come up on the balls of your feet. For me, I need to create a little space for this, so I'm coming up on my fists. You can come up on your fingertips if you like, but you might not need to. And walk your feet closer to your hands on the balls of your feet. So when you can't go any further, then bend your knees and then come into a squat. Come into a toe squat here. As if we're wearing high heels, Sesh pose variation 2, balancing on your toes. If you can, bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest. I know this is a lot to ask for your toes. Imagine you wearing a pair of fabulous high heels. And then when you're ready, inhale, rise. Woo, on your toes if you can. Reach those arms up to the sky, still on the balls of your feet. And then exhale, come down on your heels and bring your toes up. Inhale, as your arms come up on your toes. Exhale, arms down and rock back on your heels. So just get some momentum here again like you're a little kid on the playground. And you fall out of it and you'll get back in it. Let's rock back and forth. On our toes, inhale up on your toes, back on your heels. Just a couple of times. And then when you're ready, come to stillness, shake it out. Again, whatever your feet need here, wiggling, shaking, whatever feels good. Let's move into some tree poses here, yes? Working on our balancing and also on our feet. So first, let's get grounded in a teke. I like to have my feet hips width apart. Some of you might like to have your feet touching. You find your sweet spot where you feel most balanced. You can rock a little bit more if you like, forward and back, side to side, so that all four corners of your feet are rooted into the earth. Pick up the toes on your left foot. Slowly lower them one toe at a time, starting with your pinky toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, big toe. Right foot, pinky, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, big toe. I have a lot more mobility on my left foot than I do on my right foot. Like, go fit. But I promise, if you tried it, your toes are a little more separate than they were before. And that's what they want. So root into the earth. Shift your weight over to your right foot. Pick up the left foot. Maybe the arch of the left foot just sits right here in the ankle of the right foot. Maybe for your tree, you want that left foot in your right shin. Maybe you want it even higher, up into your thigh. Those of you that are into the lotus, you can bring it all the way up to lotus if you like. Prayer hands into the center of your chest as you balance and breathe. Look at something that's not moving. You can take your gaze or your drishti down to the earth, maybe a few feet in front of you. If this is easy for you and you want to challenge your balance, close your eyes. Those of you that want to grow your trees, prayer hands up to the sky. And then you can release your hands. Sorry, you can't see my hands. You can return to your mudra, your thumb and your index finger, if you like. You can sway your branches if you also want to test your balance. All right, if you grew your branches, release them. Prayer hands, return to the center of your chest. And then release your tree. Shake out your right foot. Walk to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Again, with the balance, shift your weight into your right foot, triple flexion. So we're bending at the left hip, the knee, and we're flexing the left foot. And then we're taking the left foot back to a big lunge. If you're like me, you need to walk your right foot out a little bit to catch your balance. And then when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Adjust yourself in your lunge if necessary. Inhale to look forward. And then exhale, lower your left knee to the earth. Inhale, pick up your left foot. Exhale, return it to the earth. Inhale, prayer hands into your chest. Modified pose of immortality. On your next exhale, rotate your torso over to your open side. So rotate over to the left. Inhale, bring your fingertips to touch front of your chest. Kemetic palms, all four fingers touching, thumbs on the outside. On your next inhale, open, spread your wings. And then exhale, create loose fists as if you're holding a butterfly. Now make sure in this Kemetic lunge, it's a modified Kemetic seat, that we've got a 90-degree angle with our legs here, so we don't want to be leaning forward, not this time. Stand up on your knees, loose fists, inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. When you're ready, inhale, bring your left fist to touch your right. Release your fists. Exhale, prayer hands into your chest. Inhale, press those prayer hands forward. And then exhale, bring them down to the earth. Tuck your toes. Inhale, straighten that left leg. And then exhale, step up for forward fold. Let your head go. You can shake your head yes here. And then inhale, slowly rise, one vertebra at a time. Okay, let's try our tree on the other side. Ground your feet, pick up those toes, left foot, Pinky toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, big toe. Right foot, pinky, fourth, third, second, big toe. Shift your weight into your left foot. Find the best position for your right foot. Again, maybe at your ankle, maybe in your shin, maybe in your thigh. Prayer hands to the center of your chest, wherever you are. Drishti down towards the earth. Look at something that's not moving. Prayer hands up to the sky. Release the palms to return to your mudra. Thumb and index finger touch. Maybe you sway your branches. Maybe you close your eyes. Breathe. Tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. Believe it or not, the breath helps with your balance. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause, release your mudra. If you took it, prayer hands touch. Return to the center of your chest. And on an exhale, release your tree pose. Shake out. Come to stillness. Shift your weight into your left foot. Triple flexion and balance. Right hip bending at the hip. The knee flexing the right ankle. Inhale. Exhale, take a big step back for your lunge. Check your balance. Maybe walk that right foot out. Excuse me, walk the left foot out a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Hands come to the earth. Inhale, look forward. Right leg is long. Exhale, bend the right knee towards the earth. Inhale, pick up the right foot. Exhale, top the right foot to the earth. Inhale, come to rise, stand on your knees in your lunge, pose of immortality the other side. On your next exhale, rotate your torso over to the right or your open side. Inhale, fingertips touch, strong arms. Exhale, open your wings. Inhale, loose fists, holding a butterfly. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. When you're ready, inhale, right fist meets the left. Exhale, release the fist to palms into your chest. Inhale, press the prayer hands forward. And then exhale, hands come down to the earth, frame your foot, tuck your toes, Sesh 2. Inhale, straighten out back leg. Exhale, step up to forward fold. When you're ready, on an inhale, slowly rise, one vertebra at a time. And we should be ready. Your feet should be ready for full expression of goddess now. If not, you can always do what we did before and step back into your lunge. But if you're ready for full expression of goddess, let's shift our weight into our right foot. Pick up the left foot for tree. Decide the position that you like. Opening your knee out to the left. Maybe it's the ankle. Maybe it's the shin. Maybe it's the upper thigh. Breathe here. We're not going to grow our branches this time. Keeping your balance on that right foot. Point the left knee forward. So release it from the thigh. Point it forward. Toes pointing towards the earth now. And then take your natural step back. Top of the foot press into the earth. Natural step back. Right? So it's not as far back as a lunge. It's where your natural gait is. Then when you're ready, we're going to lower ourselves down to the mat with a flat back on the tops of that left foot, a little bit at a time. Now we're in the full Kemetic seat, full Sesh pose. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso over to the left, to your open side. Inhale, fingertips touch. Exhale, spread your wings wide. No fists this time, just spread your wings wide. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. And when you're ready, rotate your torso and your wings to face forward. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees into bend your arms into 90-degree angles, cactus or goat pose. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly compress your energy. Bring your palms together in front of your face. I know this is a lot on the top of the foot, but we've been working it out. Inhale, press those palms forward. And then exhale, bring them back into your chest. We're coming back up the same way we went down. Prepare yourself. Inhale, slowly rise. Pick up that left foot. Rotate the ankle, both directions. Then return to the earth, shake it out. We did it. We have one more side. Tree pose. Rooted, grounded into the earth. Find your position for your tree pose. Breathe. When you're ready, release the foot from your leg and point that knee forward this time, toes pointing down. Last chance to rotate that ankle. Natural step back. Tuck your pelvis just slightly before we go down. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees. Slowly lower yourself down to the earth. Top of that foot. Or again, you can take your lunge, big step back. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso over to the open side, over to the right. Inhale, fingertips touch. Exhale, open your wings. No fists this time. Inhale. Exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhale your head to center. Exhale, turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, your torso, your wings, and your vision forward. Exhale, pop. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, compress your energy. Slowly and lightly in front of your chest. After your palms touch, inhale, press those prayer hands forward. And then exhale, bring them back in front of your chest. We're going up the same way we came in. When you're ready, steady yourself on an inhale. Lean forward and slowly rise. Balance, pick up the foot. Rotate the ankle, one direction and the other. Then place it down on the earth. Release your palms and shake it out. We did it. All right, one more big activation before we come back to our mats. Walk your feet as wide as your mat, toes pointing out to the sides. We came in a toe squat, and we'll come back down in a toe squat. So again, walk those feet out to the edge of your mat. So if the short end of your mat is facing the screen, you can be as wide as your mat. Right? Just turning so you can see me. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees out to the side and come down into a squat. Extra activation for our feet here. Also getting into our inner thighs a little bit before we call it quits. You don't have to be graceful here. When you're ready, just come down to the mat. Use your hands, drop your bottom, like whatever helps you get down to the mat. Just come down. I'm sorry, I'm scratching myself. There's a mosquito in here that is like, can't be my life. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm still with you. All right, so when you're ready, make sure there's enough space behind you so that you can come to lying down. You can always just come to lying down, but if you want the bonus round, knees point up to the sky, palms point up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower yourself down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Knees stay pointing up to the side. Cross your left leg on top of the right. Left leg goes on top of the right. Squeeze your knees towards your chest. Your hands go to your feet. And here you can give your feet a little massage and decide where you want this stretch. You can pull your feet closer to your body. You can pull them further away. You can pull your feet out to the sides. Whatever works for you. You can hold underneath your feet. You can hold the tops of your feet. The closer I bring my feet to my boots, the more I feel the stretch. So you find the spot that works for you. You might also want to rotate your feet here or point and flex them. Whatever feels good for you. I can feel this in my outer hip and again, pull my feet closer to my glutes. Breathe. Still rocking the roll of four breathing, still rocking the Pichari Mudra, tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth. When you're ready, on an exhale, you can uncross your legs. And on an inhale, bring the right leg on top. Same thing on the opposite side. Notice how it feels on this side. And maybe you massage your feet some more, maybe you point and flex. Maybe you extend the feet away, maybe you pull them in closer. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Pause. On an inhale, release your knees, feet flat to the earth, knees pointing to the sky. Walk your feet out to the edges of your mat. On an inhale, take your knees to the left and your head to the right. Hold and breathe. On another inhale, come back up to center. Take your knees to the right and your head to the left. Hold and breathe. Inhale, return to center. Stretch your legs out long so the backs of the legs are flat to the mat. We'll try a supine tree pose here. So starting with your left foot, again, maybe you want your left foot on that right ankle. Maybe you want it on the shin. Maybe you want it up closer to the thigh. Avoid your feet, even though we're lying down. Find the place where you would like to take your supine tree. Breathe. Inhale. Pause. And exhale. Pause. Arms can be down by your sides. You can have one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. If you like, you can return your arms to ka overhead. Whatever feels good. When you're ready, point that left knee up to the sky. Right hand comes to the left knee. Help it across the body for a twist. If you want half ka in that left arm, you can, or you can just stretch that left arm out to the side. Doesn't matter if the knee touches the earth. Try to keep your shoulder to the earth though. Breathe into your twist. When you're ready, release your twist. Bring that knee back to center. Wrap your hands around it. Squeeze the knee into your chest and rotate that ankle one last time in one direction and then the other direction. Point and flex your feet. Notice how they feel now. And when you're ready, release that leg flat to the earth. Supine tree on the right side. Find your position at the ankle, on the calf, and the upper thigh. Arms where you like them, down by your sides. One hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, up above your head in ka. Breathe, open. Tip of the tongue to the back of the teeth, inhale. Pause, and exhale. Pause. Release the sole of the foot from the left leg. Point that knee up to the sky. Left hand secures the right knee. Twist across the body. Maybe the right arm comes up in half cow. Breathe. Your vision can be turned same direction as your knee. It can be looking over your bent arm. You can also extend that arm straight out to the side if that feels good. When you're ready, release your twist. Hands around that knee. Squeeze it into your chest. Rotate the right ankle in one direction. Rotate in the opposite direction. Point and flex your foot. Whew. And then release. We are ready to return to Sahu. The back of your legs flat to the mat is comfortable by all means. If you would like to point your knees to the sky and be flat on your feet and let your knees fall in together, you can do that as well. Please return to your pyramid. Bring it up further on the body this time. Instead of on the lower abdomen, bring the pyramid right underneath your rib cage. Remember, right hand is on the body, left hand is on top. All 4 fingers touching, thumbs touch. You can release your rule for breathing now and return to your natural breath. Remember, Sahu is your most unbothered state. There's nothing for you to do now but relax and let the magic of the practice do its work. Please send some gratitude to your feet while you are relaxing. May your feet always take you where your heart wants to go. Rest. Start to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back into your body. Rock your head from side to side. If your knees are pointing up to the sky, release the back of your legs flat to the mat. And point and flex your feet. Rotate your ankles. On an inhale, raise your pyramid off your chest about 6 inches. And then exhale, release your palms and bring them down by your sides, flat to the mat. Inhale, bring your ankles to touch. And on an exhale, squeeze your knees into your chest. You can rock from side to side. You can make circles on your low back. If you'd like another happy baby to compare it to where we started, you can open your knees as wide as your chest. Bring your arms inside your legs. And then wrap your hands so that your hands grab the knife edge side of your feet. Again, you can rock from side to side here. Maybe extend one leg and then the other leg. And when you're ready, release your happy baby or release your hug and rock over to your left side. The left side represents life. Take a full round of Rule of 4 breathing before you come up to seated. At the end of Kemetic Yoga practice, we say Hotep, which means peace be unto you. Hotep to all of you. Thank you for allowing me to lead you in an Ebyo Kemetic Yoga session. I hope your feet will be thanking you later.